Okay, so as you can see, I have lots of boxes and I have my 2 empty bookshelves. I'm on the floor. I don't know how this video is going to happen. I don't know when it's happening. This might be my like Friday Reads video, which if this is your first video on my channel, I typically do informal Friday Reads updates about what I'm reading and everything. But I haven't really read that much since the last time I checked in, and this is the day I normally film that, so this might be taking that spot. Unless I read a bunch tonight. I don't know, my mental health is turning around. But bare minimum, I have to open these boxes. I think I have eight boxes about this size, Home Depot small box size. And I figured this is going to be my shelf organization video slash we're gonna unbox these, go through the books, and you guys will know what's in my collection. I'll try and shelve it, and hopefully this is some sort of coherent, entertaining video. I've never filmed something like this before. I don't watch that many of these, so sorry in advance if this is if this is only okay. But we're gonna get into it. So let's open up a box. All right, this first one's got a lot of great books in it. So we got Middle Game, Desolation Called Peace. We got my Ruin of Kings books. All right, so let's take all these out and figure out where they may or may not go. Also, like, it's not a big deal, but like some of the pages got a little hurt on this. It's really, you can't even tell. But these are my Ted Chiang books. Oh, got Each of Us a Desert. Oh, this is a book Ryan got me. A short story collection of like pulpy 20s fiction by female authors. Over the Woodward Wall, Rhythmatist, a memory called Empire, and yeah, so many books. Oh, one of the reasons I don't film these is it's kind of stressful to put these all out, but let's get this. Oh, my Witcher book. We got my Louise Erdrich. Why is this so hard? Paper Menagerie. Oh, good. Books that I'm supposed to read this month. The Blood Trials. Daughter of the Moon Goddess. The other Over the Woodward Wall book. The Echo Wife. Nettle and Bone. And The City Inside. And then these 5 are all just my Chorus of Dragons books, so meh. Boop, boop, boop. All right. So, whether to organize this the same way I did last time or not, who knows? Last time I had my Chorus of Dragons on a top shelf of this, and I'm kind of feeling like doing that again. So I think I'm gonna put them in a stack and put them up there. And don't worry, I will show you an overview of the whole thing when it's done, when we can move around a little bit more. But this is the stack of this, and for now, let's try that out. Okay, and then what other things do I want to stack up there for now? So I like to organize my shelves by book height, so I think right now I might just make stacks of books that are similar in height. So these are both Harper Voyager. Those are a similar height. I also like to organize a little bit by type if I can. Paper Menagerie's a bit short because it's a UK book, I think. Night Watchman matches those. And luckily when I packed, I kind of packed by book height too, so they should all be grouped like that. A lot of the Tor.com books are going to be very similar in height. So, City Inside, Nettle and Bone. Are you a Tor.com book? Yeah, The Echo Wife. And I think, even though it's not a Tor.com book, Text Colon fits together. Boop, doop, doop, doop. And obviously, Middle Game will go with that stack. And we got these paperbacks that are UK paperbacks, and I have a whole bunch of UK books somewhere, so those will go with that. These I tend to use as decorative, so they're going to go to the side. And currently these are 2 short story collections that don't have friends. And I think Each of Us a Desert will go with the Tor.com books. Yeah, it's about the right size. So organizing by size for now until I get inspiration. Or until I have books that I obviously know where they go. Next box. Oh, these ones we know where they go. This is a special box. Like, I didn't even let the movers touch this because these are probably the most expensive things I own. Because I really like them. Okay, so we know where these go because these are special books. So my very fancy books. So I think I'm going to put them where I usually do, which is going to be on this bookshelf, on the top shelf. So I'm just going to take them out, show it to you guys, and put them on the shelf. Okay, and you saw my His Dark Materials, which I currently have put up top because I think I like how I had this here last time when I moved, and other stuff that was in this box that I don't know where it's going yet. Let me just move the box. Bam! Is Without You. It's a memoir for rent. I love this musical. I love musicals, like, a lot. And I have all of my, and Ryan, I guess, graphic novels. So I don't know where they're going to go yet, but Far Sector 2 or 3, Batman's, and 2 Buffy's. So those will be going somewhere. Just don't know where yet. I think I have 2 more graphic novels somewhere, but they're like the Sanderson ones that aren't like very well received. So next box. Another box full of hardback books. Okay, so I have an unhealthy relationship with hardback books. And a lot of these are gifts, I think. Like, most of these are gifts. We got Illusionary. So these are going to be... this is like a certain type of hardback height, for sure. We're about to hit more and more Sanderson. So my Alloy of Law. And we got Black Sun, which I think is the same height as Illusionary. No, it's a little... I think, and it's the same height as, I think, the Night Watchman and stuff. So we're hitting at least some uniformity. KK. Shadow Self. Put that with the Mistborn. There were 2. Bands of Mourning. Let's see. Legion. This is a bind-up of Sanderson novellas, if you don't know. Phoenix Extravagant by Yoon-Ha Lee. Let's put that with Illusionary over here. My very old copy of Warbreaker. It has the sci-fi logo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's my very old copy. And this is an extremely old copy of Mistborn, to the point where if you look at books written by Sanderson, 2. Also, he signed it. So, it's my... I don't have the entire Mistborn trilogy in hardback, just the first one. And then Leslie sent me Elantris, so this is not signed, but I finally have a copy of Elantris to read, and I'm so excited to read it. And we have the entire Greenbone Saga, Legacy, Jade of War, and Jade City. What else we got in here? Oh, we got some mass market paperbacks. I got this at a free library, brand spinkin' new. No one broke the spine. Someone bought this at a store and never read it. And I've heard amazing things about Kushil's Dart and this author. And for free, for a new book, yeah. So I don't know where I'm putting my mass market paperbacks yet. And then this is my copy of Dune that I tabbed up when I read it 2 years ago. Oh, Arcanum Unbounded and Incendiary. So that's this box. Ooh, how do I want to do my hardbacks this time around? I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to film in front of, because I think I might just put all my Sanderson on the right hand side, and then I'll film so that you guys see this bookshelf, and this bookshelf would be more interesting, because like I love my Sanderson collection, but I don't think it's particularly interesting to look at. Oh god, the boxes. Okay, and last time I had a bunch of my other stuff over here. Is that how I want to do it? It's all a game. It's all a game. I don't really know how, but I think for now I'm going to put a bunch of my Sanderson below my other Sanderson, because that also pleases my organization brain. Okay, that's good for now. I feel like I'm missing a book though. Because I think before, oh, it used to be on this shelf. That's why. Ooh, so I have more space, which is good because the 4th Mistborn book comes out. So it's much needed space. So I'm already liking things. And I'm thinking for now, I think I might put Greenbone Saga here. Because that makes me happy. For now, I might switch around. And I had Cordova differently before, so we're going to keep those like that. But I did like having these next to these. This pleased me. I might change it around, especially since Black Sun's like not my favorite, but aesthetically, I liked that. Okay, let's go to the next box, because I still don't know what I'm doing with this stack. Alright, box number 4. Alright, so this is definitely a box full of books that go on the bottom shelves, except for a few. Maybe I just put stuff on the bottom shelves on here. Okay, you guys are about to see a part of my collection you don't normally see. We've got Anne of Green Gables. This is a weird sized book. Don't know where that's going to end up. I have my Terry Pratchett collection, which I honestly don't know if I'm going to be keeping, but I didn't want to get rid of it. So my Terry Pratchett collection are these 5 books. They're not even in order right now. Let's put them in order. I think this is as close to order I've got. So these are my Pratchetts. And so they typically, I put a lot of mass markets on the bottom shelf. So for now, those will go over there. Got Redemption and Indigo. So these are more of my UK paperbacks. So I'll put those with Exhalation in them. And we've got Machineries of Empire showing up. I love this series so much. So, 9-Box Gambit, Raven Stratagem, Revenant Gun, and then the short stories. And I just love these books. Like, they're just the floppiest. They're great. So those will go in that stack there. I don't know what to do with this one. I haven't read it yet, and I haven't heard great reviews, but this is a hardback I have, and it's the same size as some of my other ones, so I'll put it in that stack for now. More UK paperbacks. We got the Inheritance Trilogy, so 100,000 Kingdoms, Broken Kingdom, and The Kingdom of Gods. And apparently this is my UK paperback box. We got Bitter Twins, Poison Song, and Ninth Reign. If I can get it out of this box. I packed these apparently pretty tight. So these should go somewhere. And now more mass market paperbacks. So, Good Omens. I have this. I think Ryan has the white copy, so it's like kind of a cute thing. Even though we technically don't need to do both. A series that I don't know what to do. Like, they're good conditions, but this is the Foundation Trilogy. I got 2 of them used, and this was a gift from a friend. So I don't know. I don't ever really plan on rereading it. Oh, it's out of order. There. So I don't know. It's kind of in a similar, like, weird place as my Discworld collection of, like, I don't know, I have it, but do I want to keep it? For sure keeping these. These are my, like, original His Dark Materials, so I really like these ones. I don't know why. And they're also just the ones that I've read. Like, this one I actually found to match because I had one of the more animated book covers for the first one, but then I got these ones with the, like, inset sort of thing, which this is how you should do an inset. Like, yes, that's how you do it. And I've read both of these, like, so many times. So even, like, this is how I might read them again, although the one that I got up there is illustrated. I don't know. But those for sure. And these 2, I think Ryan might have a copy of 1984. And we both don't need copies, but I didn't want to get rid of mine. And then, I don't know why, this is my only, well, no, it's my second Gaiman book that I own. And I don't know what to do with it. I don't dislike it, and I kind of want to reread it one day. But it's another one of those mass market paperbacks, which, if you were wondering, used to cost $8. I don't think that's what they cost now. And this was not $10, in case anyone was wondering. So, a bunch of mass market in there. Ooh, but there's some good ones in here. So this is an ARC. I'm not going to put on the shelf, but the first binding. And got The Liar's Knot. I'll just put that right there. We got The Mask of Mirrors. And we got The Jasmine Throne. So these all bring me joy. So that's another box. Done. I'm just, like, getting surrounded by boxes in a different way. Boxes and books. 4 more boxes. Every time I open a box, I'm just like, yes, good books. I'm like, of course they are. They're all the books you wanted to keep in your collection, Angela. What are we doing? So we got my entire Lightbringer series, which I know not everyone likes, but I'm a pretty big fan of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them on the same place in my shelf this time around. So I'm going to hold off shelving them because I was losing space. But I have all of them in paperback. So the Blinding Knife. Oh, can I get to it? The Broken Eye, which is like huge just because they like used really thick paper. Because like, as I'll show you, so the Blood Mirror, this is my favorite for anyone who cares about my Lightbringer things. This one looks small. It is the longest one because they use like really thin paper. So I don't know where those will go, but those will be to the side. They're definitely staying around. I need a Nikki Drayden section. I haven't figured that out yet, so I need to find. I think I'm entering my US paperback section, so those will be all similar size. So we got this. I have a series review for this if you want. I'm always pushing Nikki Drayden. Oh, we're in my Jemison stack. So Dreamblood duology. And then, of course, Broken Earth trilogy. And this is not a Jemison, but I also love it. The Unbroken. I love The Unbroken. I know not everyone loves The Unbroken, but I love it, and I cannot wait for the second book and to reread this. And I just really like the cover. I don't know, I really like its aesthetics. So those are all similar height that I need to figure out. Foundry Side, which if I really like Lachlan's, I'll get the second one in paperback and then maybe the third one, or maybe if I like enough I'll get hardback, although I don't mind this in paperback. I haven't decided what to do with this series. If I read the third book and I'm like, that was really fun, but I don't need it on my shelf, I might actually unhaul this. So this is in a weird place, but I own the first book in paperback. Ooh, and then we got a bunch of Louise Erdrich, which I don't know where they're going on my shelf. Usually my contemporaries go on like a bottom shelf, but I've got Plague of Doves, The Roundhouse, and La Rose, which this is the one I've read of this trilogy. And the other two were given to me from Evie, and I'm really excited. So I should put those near the Night Watchman in case I want to shelve them close to each other. Another Nikki Drayden. I still need to get the Prey of Gods. I just haven't yet. Another contemporary or literary that I really like, Interior Chinatown. I haven't read this one yet. This is on the unread TBR, Gollum and the Genie. That should go somewhere. This is another series where like it's in a nebulous place where, because I liked it and this cover's stunning, but I don't like the other covers. So this might get unhauled in the near future, but I'm still going to read the series. I'm unsure, but that's currently going in that stack. Mongrels. $10 on who gave this to me. And now we have my Nayla Hopkinson collection, which brings me so much joy. Midnight Robert that I found reused, and this is like, I've read this and I love this cover. And we've got Brown Girl in the Ring, which is brand new, but it's like one of the older covers. This is the one I have to read. Yeah, what else we got in here? Oh, we got my Carmen Maria Machado, In the Dream House, and Her Body and Other Parties, both phenomenal. I wouldn't do the audiobook for this. I would do the audiobook for this, but I love them both. And like, if you were curious, like In the Dream House has like, it's really weird formatting. It's great. I really love it. Which size height are you for books? You're a little too big for that. So do you go over here? Yes. And then you're gonna be like, Angela, but you already showed us these books. These are the US paperback. And I don't know why I needed them. I just think they're more fun floppy wise. And I still actually might switch out one of the books, but I have the first book in the Inheritance trilogy used, but with this cover, and it's just like a different flop, and like, I don't know, it reminds me of like reading the library copy. This is like, for some reason, like a different printing. It's not as floppy, but it's the same height for the second one, which is my favorite in the series. So if I ever see a different version of this, I might buy it, because it doesn't tactily feel the same, which is a silly reason. And then Kingdom of Gods. And you'll be like, Angela, why do you have these copies? I don't like the new covers. I really like these old covers with like the people's faces in the background, and like, I really like these original covers. So I don't know where that was going, but I'll put them with the rest of the Jemison on the floor over here. And then we've got The Changeling by Victor Laval, but I might give this to a friend to read. I don't know where to put it on my shelf, but I'll for now put it with the other US paperbacks. And then I have 2 short story collections, which I think I'm going to put with the other short story collections, because maybe I'll just stack all the short stories in one spot. And I have a self-pub book, The Boy with Fire, which I like, but I think it might be picked up for traditionally published, so I might be able to get a different copy. Because self-published books sometimes have just like it's print on demand, so it's like a really white paper. But it's got a good flop, so that's exciting. All right, over halfway done. More boxes being moved. More hardbacks. I am a sucker for a good hardback. I tried to give this to my mom, but she left town without taking it, so I still need to give this to her. Oh yeah, you guys probably never see these because I put them on top of my bookshelf. But I got The Wise Man's Fear because I have read these books, contrary to popular belief. And then I'm so mad. So this, first of all, this was purchased out of Borders. It was only $25, and that is The Name of the Wind. This cover. But look what my cats did to it. Can I ever sell this? No, but it's the original cover. It's not the cool one with Quoth and his hair in the wind, but like, so I have these, which I'm not mad about because if we ever get the third book, I would gladly reread them. City We Became. Okay, so these are the books that I typically had. I think, oh, I don't know where I want them. Maybe I should just put them up here now. I don't know. I have to think about it. But then I have my two other Karen Lords, Best of All Possible Worlds, and The Galaxy Game. These are UK hardbacks that are stunning. And we've got The Space Between Worlds. So all these hardbacks I think will go near each other because I already know they're a similar height. And then I have my Winter Night trilogy. So Winter of the Witch, Girl in the Tower, and Bear and the Nightingale. So I don't know where those are going yet, but I'm thinking about it. And I don't know if I'll end up keeping this series. It'll depend on how the last book goes. It's also partially that I just keep getting gifted these because I have a family member who always gives me a Sanderson book whenever they come out. And I'm trying to get them to convert to Jemison, and we're working on it. But I got Skyward, which I do like. I like Skyward. And Starsight, which I think I like Skyward a bit more, but I like them both about the same. And I haven't read it yet, but I have Cytonic. And normally I put these like with Wise Man's Fear on like the top of my shelf. And what else we got in here? Oh, The Vanished Birds, which brings me so much joy, an endless amount of joy. The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina, which maybe I should put... Oh, I know why it's not with Illusionary, because I have my other copy that I put with it. And Vita Nostra, which if you want dark academia, it's good. And that one, I don't know where it's going either, but we're just going to put it there. And more mass market paperback I don't know what to do with. We got The Left Hand of Darkness and the first part of the Hyperion duology. I mean, I think I'm keeping these, but it's just, you know, more mass market paperback. 2 more boxes. Why do I get surprised every time that I'm really excited about opening my books like they're my own books? Who am I? So this one is a gift from my mother. It's In the Heights, and it's on like doing the movie. I love this musical. I liked the movie, recognizing all of its faults and all. I don't know. It's just 2008, and Angela really loved this musical. And so this is a really, you know, nice book that my mom got me. So I think I typically have been putting it on this shelf, but I might switch it up. It might be more of a living room book. Haven't committed to that, but I love that book. But now we get to my Way of Kings, like my original Stormlight, which is, okay, this is first edition. It's huge. The binding is struggling, not as much as the binding on Words of Radiance, which isn't even canonical anymore. Like, I think a scene slightly changed from the original Words of Radiance. But, you know, I still have them, but there's like those new sleeves, and I want them, but I'd have to repurchase the first 2 books, which I already spent, you know, money on. Another Karen Lord. I don't know where this is going to go. Is this height? Yeah, it's that height. Sarland. The Last Contista. Masters of Poison. Another Jemison. I think this is the last Jemison? Question mark. And the reason I'm trying to get through those is because I know what I want to put down first, but I need to get through all of these because these are my really special live ship traders that I got. Gently used US hardbacks. Oh, the cat's trying to come in. You gonna make it through the boxes? Oh, the cat is being all sneaky. I don't know if you can see his tail, but I'm gonna put these like I did last time right here because it brings me joy. But that's that one, and then this is Mad Ship. And let's get out of here, Rhythm of War. Ship Magic. What, can you not get through the boxes? Or are you just going in the carrier? Cats. Cats be cattin'. Then war. Over here. Forgot, I got this once from a Kickstarter, and this will go really nice on the end over here. That might still get moved, but for now, that's where it's living. Okay. Oh, here are the other graphic novels I mentioned, which I think are going to become its own bind-up, so that's why I haven't gotten the third volume. I haven't even read the second volume. I'm just not a graphic novel person. Like, my eyes are just like, don't know how long to stay on pictures. My 2 Naomi Novik, Spinning Silver, which I probably should just unhaul because I don't love that much. Uprooted, I love. But they also just look nice together. So, like, the collector part of my brain. And then more mass market paperback. The other half of Hyperion. And what's this? Ooh, Goliath. All of my tabs. And we got one more box. Alright, last box. This is my extremely, extremely beat up copy of Edith Hamilton's Mythology. Like, so beat up. This is my dad's, but I love it, and it's one of my favorite mythology texts, so it gets a special place somewhere. This, I think, has most of my unread TBR, but this is not. This is read. This is a complete book and lyrics, and I think the reason I have this and keep it is I might have had it signed. I don't know why I have it. Sometimes I just collect these things, but this should probably actually be relegated to my piano music box instead of my bookshelf. And now we have entered novella land. So, The Slow Regard of Quiet Things. I really like this novella. Great commentary on mental health. Very slice of life. Extremely slice of life. The Deep by River Solomon. Okay, so I have this even though I have the bind up, but this is the first Legion story, and I really like how the cover looks, and I think I have this one signed. Yes, I do. So, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of it because I really like it, even though technically a double. We've got this Neil Gaiman, which I got really cheap, and Ryan read recently because I thought he would like it, and I'm saving it maybe for the fall. Maybe, who knows. I say that all the time. Maria, which I'm excited to read soon-ish. Pachinko, which I really love. Like, I even forgive it. It's inset. This is like made it around my family because I love it so much. So I don't know where that's going, but I love it. More unread TBR? No. This is read. I just like this and want to have it around, but they're there. Very, very good. Literary fiction. Another short story collection that I'll add to my other pile of short story collections. Handmaid's Tale. This was the first book I ever tried annotating, and I didn't hate it, and I don't dislike this book, but I might unhaul it because I don't think I'll ever reread it. I don't think so. Well, I haven't read this, but I love his Dark Materials, and this is illustrated, so I can't bring myself to get rid of it. So it'll end up on a shelf somewhere. This is The Special Inheritance of Arcadia Divina. It's in Spanish. It is so beautiful. So I'm sure I'll put that where I want to. And then this just chonker book that I don't know what to do with it. Oh, yes. The Hidden Girl by Ken Liu that I just read. And New Sons, which is another short story anthology that I love. Oh, what else do we got here? More novellas, everyone. More novellas. I still need to read this, The Fourth Island. But I've read All the Horses of Iceland, Emperor's Soul. So good. So good. If you only read one Sanderson, this is probably the one you should read. And then, yeah, I've got this book, Sharp Ends, which one day I'll get to, maybe. And the rest down here, I'm not going to lift them up because it's a lot of work. I'll just show you when it's on the shelf, are my original Harry Potter collection from when I was a kid. Typically just put that on a bottom shelf. It'll probably just be down there. I haven't had the urge to read them since high school, but I also have read the first 4 books like a million times each, so they're a key part of my collection. But now we're going to do maybe a sped up thingy of me organizing these shelves, and then I'll give you a brief overview tour of it all, and hopefully that is a reasonable video. Okay, now to show you the shelves. Okay, things are for sure going to change, but starting from the top left, we got some of these, some of my favorite literaries, and then, you know, some books I don't read that often or have duplicates of. I still don't know what I'm going to do with that corner. I think I'm going to change that, but these are my, you know, fancy editions, my Live Ship, original Stormlight, a lot of Sanderson on the left, lots of hardbacks. Finally got my Nikki Drayden section. This is just a hodgepodge. The Harry Potter graphic novels and all like the mass market paperbacks. And then over here I put the Lightbringer series and a bunch of just other books. This is, you know, my Jemison section, some Karen Lord, some sci-fi I love, a bunch of Tor books because they just stack really well, and I love a lot of these books. And then a lot of Orbit and a lot of UK paperbacks. Don't know if Vita Nostra will stay there or if I'll move it up because I do like it, but I don't know if I like where that is. And then up here, we've got some more of my favorites. Winter Night, Chorus of Dragons, Inheritance of Creative Divina. I haven't read Maria Maria, but that's just where it is right now. I might move it. His Dark Materials, and some short story collections I like. So that is the state of everything at the moment. And there you have it. The shelves as they currently stand. Maybe things will change, maybe they won't. We will see. I perpetually change my bookshelves. They do not stay the same from week to week. I change things up. It's usually small changes that just like if you keep track of it over the course of like years, like look through my videos and you'll just see, oh yeah, we just have gradually gotten to this point. Anyways, though, if you want to leave an emoji just to let me know you're here, books, lots of books, all of the book stacks is a great emoji. Yeah, otherwise, any thoughts you had on anything I rambled about while I unboxed those books, and like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.